Welcome to Live at 9, and many thanks for joining us and for choosing Citizen TV this night. I'm Levi Kiptum, and now let's look at the stories making the headlines. 4 people die in a road accident. Education Cabinet Secretary orders all school buses to be painted yellow, and over 557 principals and school heads transferred to new schools. Deputy President William Ruto was in Kirinyaga County today to open a dam project. And the MPs are still complaining and say their salaries should be increased. Our season live at 9 starts right now. We start by the news where 4 people today died in a road accident after the car that they had been traveling in was crashed by a lorry. The lorry driver was said to have been drunk for the last 12 hours. Investigations are still going on, and the man's case will be heard on 8th August as a result of driving while drunk, which is against the law of Kenya of transport. Maskandi will report. And apart from that report, thank you, Maskandi, is that Education Cabinet Secretaries today ordered all school buses to be painted yellow. This was to reduce the decorations which were put in these school buses which were useless, that hid their identity as a school bus, and one would think that it was just a passenger bus. Francis Kashuri will now report. And apart from that is that over 557 school heads and principals have been transferred to new schools effective January 1st, 2018. A move, as Sam Ogina tells us, the Teachers Service Commission said, is meant to ensure that teachers and heads who had stayed in one center for more than 9 years are also able to serve in others. That report is given to us by Wilkie Sanyabu. Now let's take a short break. Don't go far away. We'll be back with more news. Welcome and thank you for joining us. Thank you for staying with us. On the other hand is that there was a commotion today in Kirinyaga County after the Governor Anne Waiguru's supporters clashed with the women representative Michelle's supporters. This was due to their political differences, but the deputy president who had visited the county today to open a dam project said that this was time to make developments in the country, not for political differences. The dam project is meant to serve all the Kirinyaga residents. The dam project was started 3 years ago. That was in 2014, and this 2017 was the completion year of the dam. The Kirinyaga County residents are thanking the Governor Anne Waiguru for the great job she has done to them. That report is given to us by Laura Otieno. Thank you for that report, Laura Otieno. And on the other hand is that lecturer strike, which has lasted for 44 days today, was called off by the U.S. Secretary General Constantine Wasonga. This was after it had ordered them to resume their work by 4th, but after in an agreement with the Education Cabinet Secretary Amina Mohammed in conjunction with the CS of Labor Okori Atani. But the team said that if by 19th they had not come to terms with their agreement, they would then call for another strike. That report is given to us by Kadzogunga. Thank you for that report, Kadzogunga. And today, veteran politician Kenneth Njindo Stanley Matiba died today at the current hospital after a long period of illness. This was after the court ordered Matiba's family to be compensated 504 million shillings after the trials he had underwent during the detention back in 1994. That leaders have assembled to give their condolences today, and Masikande now joins us live. And Masikande, would you tell us how many leaders have come to give their condolences, or how many leaders have come to the current hospital to give their condolences? Yes. Thank you, Masikande, and as you can hear that President Uhuru Kenyatta was there today. We will still join you later, Masikande, and ask you if how many leaders have come to pledge their condolences. And today is that the MPs complained today after the Salaries and Remuneration Commission SRC declined to increase their salaries by 95%. This means that the normal pay for MP, 600,000 shillings, was expected to rise from that to 749,000 shillings. But the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, SRC is still contemplating on whether to increase the MP salaries or not. And that is rising for the question of whether are the MPs justified in their salary increment or not. SMS your views to 22422 and hashtag Citizen TV live or hashtag live at night or at hashtag www.levykiptum. You can tweet me at Twitter handle. We'll take another short break. We'll be back with more news. Welcome back. And today, the Anglican Church of Kenya, Right Reverend Jackson Ole Sapit, launched an online church service. This was meant to help the pagans who don't go to church at least to access to church services. Report will be given to us by Wilkson Yabua. That's quite funny. That's what we had for today. And they say thanks for the crew that supported live at 9 this evening. I was just live. Let's meet tomorrow at the same time. Bye-bye. It was perfect. Sio baya. Sio kama asile guy. I was really frustrated. At the door, the pot is breaking.